Hello everybody, welcome, Circa here. I'm very sorry I'm late. Welcome to today's Empowering Expat Teachers Work Wednesday Facebook Live, and today we are talking about the best ways to transfer your money home. So I'm just going to quickly share this into the group and then we can begin. As you know, my name is Circa Coyle. I'm the founder of Empowering Expat Teachers, and it is my mission to empower you to lead a personally, professionally and financially rewarding life. Now, this is a really interesting topic. It's one that I have answered quite a few times in the group, and I've also written some blog posts about it as well. So what I'm going to do today, I'm going to tell you about the 3 ways that you can transfer money home, the pros and cons of each, and which one I have found best for me, one that I would recommend to other people. Okay, so just let me, put this into the group, and then we can begin. If you're here, do say hi, do send some likes. Let me know where you are watching from. Okay. So some of us, of course, we're getting towards the holidays, especially in the Gulf region. And not too long to go, a week or two. Some people are actually already on their holidays. I know in Oman, in Kuwait and Saudi, I think are already on their holidays, so I'm quite jealous. But some of us might get I think most of us probably get our salary. I know from my school personal situation, I get my salary, I get June, July and August at once. I know some give June and July and keep August until August. I know some people get half of August and then they get their half in September, maybe to make sure they come back. So lots of different things that happen. But whatever happens, you hopefully will get a large lump sum. And I would definitely recommend that you transfer it back. So what I would say, for me personally, what I would do, I don't do monthly transfers. I know some people do, and I completely understand why people do it. So let's go back when I started teaching in Qatar. This is like my 7th year teaching abroad. I can't believe it. And at the start, when I first moved over, I would used to always do bank to bank. I used to always transfer from my bank in Qatar to my bank in Ireland, and I would probably do it twice a year or so, because I used to accumulate and then I would send it over, because I didn't really want to pay those charges, because I know in banks you tend to pay a fee. I know my bank, I pay between 15 to 30 euros depending on how much I've sent over. So I used to use the bank to bank until I think one day I had some friends who were in different industries and weren't teachers, but they were quite wealthy, quite successful. And I think they told me about using the money exchange. So something like UAE Exchange, Al Ansari Exchange. I'm sure you've seen them in the malls. They tend to be opposite the Carrefours, and they are little money houses, currency exchange places, usually always a big queue. And they told me about using those. So from that then, probably for my 2nd, 3rd year in Qatar, I started to use those. And pretty easy enough to set up. You go in, I think you want to bring in ID, possibly a letter from your job, so they keep your details on file. And I used to transfer then back to Ireland using that. Again, twice a year. I usually do a transfer at Christmas and a transfer in the summer. And then as I moved here, so obviously I was in London, then I came to Dubai. I'm still in Dubai, still teaching in Dubai. I tend to use the UAE Exchange all the time. I find it brilliant, so I withdraw the money from the ATM in my bank, which is NBAD, National Bank of Abu Dhabi. I usually need to keep the receipt to show that how I got the money. And then I go to the UAE Exchange, I ask for the best rate, always haggle. I'll talk more about that later, about the pros of using the currency house, and just send it over. However, this year someone got in touch to tell me about Currency Fair, which is the 3rd way. So first way, bank, your normal bank. 2nd way, using a currency house. 3rd way, you could possibly use an online currency transfer. So something like, the one I know is Currency Fair, is that what I said? Currency Fair, or simply use FX. I know Currency Fair is an Irish-owned online exchange. I've heard really, really good things about it. And I actually did set my account up, but I haven't been able to use it. So let me go into now the pros and cons of each. Okay, so first of all, bank to bank. Again, let me know if you're watching. Do say hi. Please feel free to share this video if you're watching it on the Facebook page. Please share with your friends. It might be really, really helpful, especially for those of us who are starting to think about sending money home before we go back for the summer. So first of all, with the bank to bank, pros, it is a lot faster. Oftentimes it can be there, you can do, that evening, or you can do an urgent one and it gets there really quickly. It's really convenient because everyone has an online app. They can go online and do it. that's probably the two pros. The cons of the bank, possibly. Hi Mayo, how are you? Hope you're well. The cons of the bank, the currency. Hi Alan, how are you? The currency rate tends to be quite low, or the exchange rate doesn't tend to be quite good. I've always found it to be the worst out of all three options. So in that case, I would not recommend it at all. The other con, well, that's probably the biggest one. The fact that, yeah, the currency rate is usually terrible. And if you're sending home a lump sum, because like I do, I usually send home 6 months worth. So from January to June, it's quite a large amount of money. And even if you're losing only a small amount, you think, in comparison to a currency house, actually when it's worth thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds or euros, that's a significant loss you're making. So for that one, I don't tend to use that anymore. Actually, I don't really use it ever. Option 2, I spoke about the UE exchange. The pros of that, you can haggle your rate. If you have got especially a large amount of money, you can go in and ask them for the best rate. I usually tend to check one or two places. I check Alan Sari, I check UE Exchange, or I always go UE Exchange because I've always found them brilliant. And show them how much you've got and say what's your best rate. And they should be able to give you a better rate than what's advertised. Another pro, it's pretty safe. I think it goes via, what's that service? A very reliable service. It usually gets there. It's not going into nowhere. Another pro, best rate really, I think that's what I've got. That's what I always use. The cons, it is more time consuming. You also have to go into your exchange, you have to queue up, you have to haggle, you have to go to your bank first, withdraw the money, make sure you've got your receipts. If it's over a certain amount of money, like when I was finalising my sale of my place in Spain a few weeks ago, which I'm going to tell you actually some more about, because I actually compared two ways to see what the best rate was, what the best one was for me. It was time consuming. It took like almost, well, I guess not an hour. It was busy. It was towards the end of before Eid, so it was quite busy. I had to go, and also because of a certain amount, it was 150,000 dirham I was transferring to Ireland. I had to make sure to get 3 months worth of bank statements, so that kind of added on a bit more hassle. Then I queued up. So the cons, it is time consuming. It's not as easy. It is an easy enough process, but not as easy as online banking. You also have to wait. It doesn't go there directly. I think you have to wait a few days, which is fine for me. I was in no hassle to transfer it, so that was no problem at all. And any other cons? You pay 50 dirham on your side, the UE exchange, the transfer fee, and also my bank, I had to pay another fee. Yeah. Hi Lima, I just can't see your comment right now, but I'll definitely go and check it on the big screen at the end and answer you. And then the other con is that the bank on your other side will also charge a fee too, which is normal. 15 to 25 euros is usually what mine is, or 15 to 30 euros depending on the amount. Okay, the third way, Currency Fair. So I signed up to Currency Fair. I had to get a letter from my school. I had to bring a copy of my ID. It was a bit of a hassle, but I got it and set it up. That was great. So happy. Had the Currency Fair app. I'm able to do it online with my app. But my bank, unfortunately. So, okay, I would say pros. It seems very easy to use from what I've heard. You can download the app and get a quote, so you can see how much you could get with that and compare it to other ways to see if it's a better rate for you. Another pro, I think it's pretty quick. I think it takes a day or two. Another pro, it's secure. Some cons for me, I couldn't actually use it because my bank doesn't allow me to transfer internationally in dirham, and they want you to transfer to London in dirham, and they change it at their rate and then send it in euros to your Irish account, for example. I wasn't able to because my bank does not allow foreign transactions or international transactions in dirham. It has to be in a foreign currency. However, a member did say recently in the group that to bypass that, if you go in person, apparently, you can transfer in dirham, but not online. I haven't checked that out though, but maybe try that for yourself. So that, again, I haven't used it, so that's a big con for me. What I did then last week when I was getting my payment ready for my house in Spain, I actually downloaded the app, Currency Fair app, and I put in how much, whatever it was, and I was able to get a quote. And I thought that's great because now it allows me to compare the two. So, obviously I took a screenshot. The quote would fluctuate depending on the currency because obviously the currency value goes up and down. And I went to the exchange and had to do it that way because I was in a rush and didn't have time to, open a new account with Halifax for, I didn't have HSBC, they allow foreign transactions. I didn't have a chance to open them. It was a bit of a rush, so I just went with my normal UE exchange. And even with my UAE exchange, even with the 50 dirham fee on their side, even with the fee the bank took on my side, I actually still got more than I would have had if I'd used Currency Fair. And it was done at the same time, because I took a screenshot of that and a few minutes later I went to UAE exchange. So to me it was better value. However, that's just my personal situation. It wasn't a massive amount better, but it still was like maybe 20 euros, so it worked out better for me. Again, I would definitely recommend for you, what I would say is I would, maybe don't try the bank-to-bank one, but definitely try the UAE exchange or another currency house, and try the Currency Fair or one of those FX apps online 1 week or 1 month or 1 day. Take 1,000 and try each way and see which one works out best for you. Or download the Currency Fair app or another particular app and check it out, see what quote it gives you, because it might be higher than the one in the UAE exchange. So, you can compare and see. And also with the UAE exchange, you can go up and ask them, and then take away the fees in your head and then see if it's better. And then whatever's best for you, go for that one. Okay? Again, I don't know, there's lots of other ones, not just the one I've mentioned, there's lots of other online apps that you can use as well. Okay? So, let me quickly go and check here for you. Yes, I'm going to quickly go and check the questions. I see I've got a few comments, which is great. And then I can see, let me see if I can see this. Here we are. Oh, hi Helen, how are you? Oh, hi Ali, hi Moyo, hi Alan, hi Lima. Yes, it is. Once it's the bank, it's going to be a fee, and there's going to be a much lower currency exchange rate than it would be as if you'd gone to the UAE exchange or another currency house. Yeah, the exchanges intend to change. Fees, I don't know. I know some people who are maybe with HSBC or the banks that are in the same country, in their home country and here. I know they sometimes don't get charged international fee. I know, for example, on my account, I get 1 international transfer a month, but I don't ever use it. I just use the UAE exchange because it still works out so much better. Okay, guys. So that is, I hope I've answered all your questions. I do have a favour to ask you though. Could I ask you please, if you're watching this on the Facebook page, could you please share it on your own page so that helps all your teacher friends, your potential expat teacher friends, your future or your current expat teacher friends. Over the summer, I probably will still do a Facebook Live next week. No problem, Lima. Oh, how exciting. You must be so excited. Actually, this is very much directed at you, the next thing I'm going to ask. Over the summer, as you know, I am working. I always work for a month in a summer school, but I'm working there for the month of July, but I will still be doing Facebook Lives probably early August. And I'll be doing them on things like what you should pack, how to settle in well, how to make new friends, in your new country, what things maybe to ship, to pack, to carry in your hand luggage. So please, I hope they'll be really beneficial. Probably around the beginning of August. So please add your any teacher friends who would find that helpful. Okay, please make sure you go to the group, top right, you can add them up there. If you think that the Facebook Lives would be helpful to them, or any of the blog posts that I post that may be helpful or beneficial, please do add them to the group. Okay, my dream is to try and get 6,000 members by September 2018. I think we're on 5.5 or 5,400. It will be great to hit the six mark by September 2018. Okay, guys, thank you for tuning in, and hopefully see you next week. Have a great week and keep your eyes peeled. There'll be lots more blog posts going up during the week, particularly around money, because on the poll, money was the number one thing. People are interested in saving and planning for the future and all that kind of great things. Okay, all right then, have a lovely evening. Bye.